My name is Nolen Walker, owner of Plumbing Webmasters and DataPins. Since 2011, I've been helping plumbers, over 300 of them rank at the top of Google search and now AI search rankings. I want to share with you a little bit of my story about how I got started, why I started doing this. I've learned that marketing was key to business, but I want to share with you where I came from and my roots and how this all started. So start off by saying that I started as a contractor as well. I don't think that I'm an entrepreneur for sure. I knew I was when I was a little kid. I wanted to be one when I walked across the stage in 5th grade and everybody laughed at me. But I thought I was going to go to college. I thought I had a bit of a silver spoon thing. I was raised on the right side of the tracks, but then kicked out at 17. And what do a lot of people do? You start contracting. So, I mean, what else are you going to do? So had no, golden parachute or silver spoon or corporate job waiting on me. So I started mowing lawns, painting curbs, and doing things like that. I mean, literally mowed lawns when the last blade of grass had quit growing, when the cold snap hit at the end of September, October here in Dallas-Fort Worth. I still get a little nervous. I have some PTSD because I had to live through to the spring, and people don't pay well for bagging leaves, which we used to do back in the day. They didn't mulch them back in the lawn like they do now. So, long story there, but I got in, kept fighting. Got into home security. I did 23,000 alarm system sales and installs after 9/11. I was marketing a lot and people got security conscious. So there was a lot of other little business trials and failures in there, but I did tens of thousands of inbound phone calls from marketing and installation. We used to hardwire those systems in, but I did a bunch of them. I have worked hard, for a long time. I was, my grandpa, who's been gone for a while, was a Baptist preacher, and he was German, and so I just always worked. They were the farmers. I was the first generation not born on a farm in Oklahoma because he surrendered to preach and came to Fort Worth, Texas. But whatever happened in all that, I've always worked hard. I've always been an entrepreneur. And I want to tell you a little bit about this because when you see me on here, I'm not a web geek. I'm not necessarily, I don't protest to be some tough guy either, but I did work with my hands at one time. I had multiple contracting businesses. My family was in flooring business as well. So I've done that kind of stuff my whole life. The reason I got into marketing is because I realized that if the phone didn't ring, nothing happened well. I mean, it was just the phone ringing. I mean, I'd done billboards, I've done radio, yellow pages, of course, Valpak, money mailers, direct mail. I bulked and trade direct mail to direct mail center, ECRW. I have enhanced carrier walking sequence saturation, where you did the postcards with the postal service. And all that stuff is so far gone at this point. And somewhere around 2004, I was doing auto dialing. And it was legal in the state of Texas, but Bush Jr. W. called in the No Calls Act and made it illegal. And that was right about the time Google Local on mapping started in 2005. And a few years before that, they were doing paid ads. And so they didn't even have maps on Google till '05. It was called Google Local back then. Now it's called Google Business Profile. And it's gone for many iterations. And we got into paid ads, Google pay-per-click, and website stuff. And it was very difficult back then, but I got into that kind of marketing. And if I had to help you with anything on understanding like what I've come to realize about all of it, I should have done marketing so much more hardcore all the time. I turned 53 this month, and I've gotten much better baby steps, and I was no savant at this. I look back and wonder why it took so long to learn this, that, or other, and I've had every bad employee and bad business mistake and too much expenses. Expenses go up too high, doesn't matter how much money you make. You won't get a net profit out of it, to investing, to real estate. Now, I've done all the stuff And what I've learned in all this stuff is I keep expenses low. I pay money for marketing and key men. I stay ahead of the curve. I work my tail off. I stay involved dead ass on my business. There's no getting out of it entirely. You see this sentiment online saying work on the business, not in the business. Even Elon and Warren Buffett work in the business. It's a stupid statement. It'll change as you get older. You'll naturally change and teach or coach, but you're in that business like I am right now today. I'm in the office, in the business, cutting content. And so I've done all this stuff, but the number one thing, market more and more and more, because it fixes everything. If the phone rings, and it used to be a phone call, and now it's a brand of phone call. You're a digital brand. Treat it like it. Be serious about it. I get so sick I'll rant for just a second, of hearing business owners, plumbers, whoever, I don't care who it is, whine and complain about this and that. Quit whining and complaining. Just be the best that you can be online. Your job is to champion the digital brand of your company. I have worked on so much stuff that I have a software company. I got worried about the nature of content and how bad it was eons ago, and for 7 years we've had DataPins. And no one has it. Why does my little company have it with hundreds of clients? Because I made it. I spent a lot of money on it. I don't want private equity. They're not telling me what to do. No one's telling me what to do, which is probably why I couldn't work for anybody. So if somebody tells me what to do, I have a bad disposition about it. I do fine on my own. So DataPins with Plumbing Webmasters and all of it combined is fabulous marketing. We help push someone's digital brand. We help you push your digital brand signals and make it the best user experience, following Google Webmaster Guidelines and now AI to show up in ranking. And if I had anything that I want to share with you about all this stuff, is frustration of someone not doing any of this and then just wondering why me. There's no why you. There's you not doing your business. There's you not manning up and handling your business properly. That's it. I do my stuff and it's hard. Cry me a river. I don't have empathy for it because I've been there and done that and pushed the mower and not understand how to handle the corporation or how to manage employees or get screwed around here or there. I don't get screwed around much anymore. I got a tight ship, a good working group of people that'll fight for you out of Fort Worth, Texas. And I manage it like I did in the 80s and 90s. I haven't changed any. It's still Texas. I handle my business here and we got good people. I fight for somebody. I'm starting up, I have, again, a contracting business, and I have a little real estate business, and I have a digital marketing agency, and I have a software company. If I had to help you with any of this stuff, it's to handle your business brand and get it done. There are some professional services. I know you've been screwed around. I know there's a lot of bad digital marketing agencies, but you can look up Plumbing Webmasters on Google. You can ask Grok or ChatGPT about us. You can look up DataPins. I mean, how much more could you need? And why wouldn't you be the one that fought to be up in ranking, because all the biggest plumbers in town are there because it's still coming from Google and now AI. For me, I have some frustration. 53, I get a little salty about it. I want you to fight. I tell you this from a tough love perspective. My company will fight for you. I'll fight for you. Biggest problem I see with anybody is they just don't start. They quit. They cry about it. They don't do it. So if you'll take actionable steps, call us, have us do your website, use DataPins. It'll take 90 seconds a job out in the field or from the office, and you'll begin to brand signal. And you'll begin to do that. Being a plumber, being what I was as a digital marketing agency, but from mowing lawns, painting curb numbers until the paint froze when it got to be freezing outside, to doing I owned an auto lube and tune place. I owned the home security company. But all these things, you can be great at them. Being a plumber's fine. Hard knocks might have gotten you there, but there's a lot of rich plumbers, man. It's one of my favorite categories by far. And it's a good category. Be the guy that's making the money. You can do it, and we'd like to help you with it. Call us. I'll speak with you personally, and I'm happy to hear from you, and we're grateful to help you.